This week was meant to be the first week of waves in 2026, but this week it's about another force of nature. The first week of the year started off like any first week of any year, full of excitement, full of anticipation, and there was an uncharacteristic swell coming through to J-Bay, which was really exciting. So we were looking out for that. I think then on the 3rd of January, we got some news that Dutchie Surfboards had, his factory had burnt down, and yeah, so that wasn't a great way to start the year. That was the first kind of thing that was like, oh, that's not lacquer, you know. And then 2 days later, we had a small fire breakout in St. Francis Bay, just a very small one, nothing too major. And the guys managed to get that under control quite quickly. But if it had, if the wind was stronger, it was going in the direction of a couple of houses, and there were a couple of thatch houses which would have been devastating. But the guys did manage to get that under control. Then on the 8th of January, a call came in about a fire that had started up the river. Now the river is still part of St. Francis Bay. It's everyone that lives up there, it's about 5 or 6 k's outside of the village, but you know, everyone is still part of the community. It's still St. Francis Bay. We got news that a fire had started up the river. I think what had happened is the wind was meant to be blowing strong, but I think it started blowing a bit stronger than usual, and obviously which caused problems. And I took a drive up to have a look from the opposite side of the river. I could look across the river and see the flames and fire, and it became apparent very quickly that this wasn't just a little fire. This was a serious issue. And so I just hung around, and I just spent literally the next 3 hours just filming what unfolded in front of my eyes. I was on this side of the river watching across, watching the whole thing unfold, and it happens so fast, and it just got out of control so quickly, and it became very apparent that this was a serious situation unfolding in front of us. And literally I stood there for 3 hours filming, because obviously we can't go in and do anything, and you literally just, your hands are tied. So I just filmed as this disaster and devastation unfolded before me. Yeah, it was just crazy how quickly that fire just moved around and just made up its own mind where it wanted to go. I filmed into the night, and when it got dark, the fire was still raging. The wind was predicted to blow through the night, and yeah, so I just had to pack up my bags and come home and literally pray for the houses, and most everyone was evacuated, so literally just pray for the animals and the houses that were left there, because that fire was going to burn through the night. Yeah, we had no idea what we were going to wake up to the next morning. So if you are watching this on the 11th, which is the Sunday, or Monday the 12th, where the wind turns back again and is going to be blowing very strong, the westerly wind, which is going to be blowing back towards St. Francis Bay, yeah, just keep us in your prayers, because with that fire, there's so many areas that in wood that is still going to be burning embers. I know that the guys are trying really hard to, they've got helicopters flying in, throwing water on them, planes. So until Monday, we are not quite sure what could happen. Anything could happen. So yeah, just keep us in your prayers. Hopefully we can get things under control and yeah, get back to a normal life. Anyway guys, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you in this community, this down the line community, which I'm so grateful for. I had no idea that it would grow to this point where get such amazing feedback from you guys. And yeah, if you could just, as a community, if you could just keep St. Francis Bay in your prayers, because it's not over by a long shot. The next 2 days are going to be touch and go. So yeah, I'm filming this on the Saturday night. We have the Sunday and the Monday to get through, which is going to be, yeah, could be bad. Fortunately, the wind is not blowing too hard tomorrow, so that could be a little bit of a saving grace. But Monday the wind turns again and it's going to be blowing strong, and yeah. So thank you very much, guys, and appreciate all the support. I do have a couple of sessions I filmed in the first week, and it doesn't feel right, but I'm going to show you some footage anyway. So just enjoy and appreciate it, guys. Cheers. Yo. Oh my gosh.